guys? It's Rev J. Now a couple weeks ago I did the first women's shoe review for the Nike FS Lite 2 for my lady, and I mentioned that we were taking a trip out west and so she needed some lightweight, easy to pack shoes that would be comfortable for walking around all day. Which got me realizing that despite my collection of retro J's and LeBrons and all that, I don't have many shoes that are cross-training or running or really walking, anything but retro basketball shoes and a handful of boots and stuff like that. So I went ahead and picked up a version of the Roshe Run. This happens to be the Seaweed colorway. The beauty of the Roshes is how lightweight they are. They offer great flexibility, good support, they're easy to pack, and you can tell why they're pretty popular not only in the US but around the world. If you've never owned them before, it is important to realize how thin this toe box is. Once you take the support that comes in the box out, it literally is a sock-like mesh material. Now the beauty of this is if you get them wet, they dry out fast, they're lightweight, you can fold them down, toss them in a backpack easily, so they're a pretty versatile shoe. They do have a lace system here on the top, but the reality is the tongue is actually one piece with the toe box, so it's super, super thin mesh. They did add a sort of tongue tab to it so you can pull them on, which does run the length of the tongue and has a little bit of a pattern stitched into it. That's just to help you get them on and off. You don't have to lace Roshes to get them to fit your feet. Actually, you can take the laces out and they'll still fit. The only thing it really offers you is a little bit more arch support and it keeps them planted to your feet better. There isn't an elastic strap or anything, it's just sort of the natural stretchiness of the mesh that holds the tongue in place. You can see here, I can flex it a little bit and there is a little bit of give on the inside, but it's not like a full sock liner like some of the basketball shoes have. The swoosh is laid over the top in the darker seaweed color, and that actually matches the liner as well. The only other real detail is there is a heel tab on it. It's the same material as the tongue tab with the stitching and embroidering or whatever, and again it just makes it easier to slide the shoe on and off. And if you rotate the shoe all the way to the bottom, you'll see the seaweed colored sole. Now this shoe doesn't really have a traditional midsole. The midsole and sole are all one piece, which is again part of the simplicity of construction and lightweight. It also means Roshes don't cost that much. A new pair of these usually goes for about $75 in most off-the-shelf colorways. There are some limited colorways, and Nike does do UK only and quick strike and limited releases, so the collectability is still there. I know some people that only are into Roshes that aren't into the Jordans. Once you go with a lightweight shoe like this, putting on even a Jordan 3 just seems extremely heavy. Now I still love the Jordans, but I can see why these are getting popular. I'm actually thinking about things to say about this shoe because part of the beauty of the Roshe Run is the simplicity. There's not a lot to talk about. It's only made of a few pieces of the mesh material. It's got a one-piece sole. The midsole, or the sole liner, is simple, thin, nothing fancy, no multi-layers of cushioning or anything like that. You could replace it with your own orthotic for running or hiking or whatever you wanted to do. Really, the beauty is the simplicity. Now I do like the colorway. It's going to polarize some people because it's kind of a weird in-between color, but it makes it perfect for taking in the grass or out hiking because you're never going to know when you get this thing dirty. It's always kind of dirt colored. And I also do want to say, if you watch my review of the FS Lite, I mentioned how the toe is capped over with sort of a thicker posit material. That's so you don't pull through or rip your toes through the box if you scuff them. The Roshes don't have that, so you do have to be careful. If you go up a lot of concrete stairs, you can actually wear away at the connection between the toe and sort of the sole here, and you can see them wear out. It's not very thick, but it's a give and take. If you want a lightweight shoe that's flexible, has got good support, is fairly cheap, dries out quickly, can be packed, I mean it really is the great trail, camping, running, tossing your backpack, change into after soccer, football practice, whatever, the Roshe Run is that shoe. And you know what? It helps that it doesn't look half bad either. Now, I'm not going to give up on my retro Jordans anytime soon, but it's nice to know that I can open my tastes to a slightly different style of shoe, the Roshe Run. All that's left to do is show it to you guys on foot.
Shut up, I'm not even listening. You bitches need to cop a better pot to be pissing in. Spit shine shit, so I gotta keep glistening. The door was locked at the spot, so we kicked it in. Everybody saying that the second time.
So that's it, guys. We showed it to you on foot. We gave you a quick look. Honestly, my eyes are getting kind of opened up to the world of trainers and runners. It's not going to replace retro Jordans in my closet anytime soon, but it's nice to open your eyes to something different. They're flexible, they're easy to pack, they dry out quickly. There's a lot to be said for them. So instead of spending $250 on a shoe you complain about the quality of, maybe it's time to consider a $75 shoe with pretty darn good quality. I don't know, that's something to think about. But until then, guys, I've got more shoe videos coming up. I've got some new gaming footage I've got up. Lots of automotive content coming this summer. As I mentioned in the channel update, we're going to be switching to a seasonal format for that. If you didn't watch the channel update, go do so now. Follow me on Twitter, follow me on Instagram. Feel free to favorite, like, whatever. Subscribe to the channel. If I can get 1,000 subs, like I said, we'll either do a custom Plastidip of your choice or be giving away one of the shoes from our collection, or my collection, I should say. So, until next time, thank you guys for watching.
We're damaging amateurs and vandalists, babblers, get plastered in bandages. Fabulous patterns, sit back and examine it. If shit jumps off,